What is up, YouTube? This is Hunter back with another episode of Hall Violence TV. Today we'll be getting into the past UFC events, upcoming UFC events, past RAF, and the upcoming, as well as the Undiscovered show I was a part of. Getting a little bit of that, nothing too much because I can't give you too much yet. September 18th or 19th, I think it's the 19th. The show is going to be released on Fox Nation, so stay tuned for that. Tune in, watch the show. Watch your boy get his ass. Nah, I'm just kidding. But watch the show. It'll be good. And you'll get to see some cool dudes on there, good personalities. And I'm really curious to see how they put the show together. So it should be really cool, man. We're all talked about it. And everybody's really excited for the show to come out. So pumped for that. Make sure you stay tuned. They need to do a better job. RAF. What the hell? You guys need to start promoting this shit. All I see is RAF Next Gen. No offense to the kids. I'm not saying fuck them kids, but I'm saying, where's our promotion at, man? We need a little something. We need a little 30-second clip on the commercial or a little razzle dazzle. You know what I'm saying? Give us something, man. Give the boys something. But anywho, hope you're enjoying yourself on this fine Wednesday. I had the episode recorded yesterday, but fucking when I went to close out, my phone died, and I record on my phone, so that sucks. And I was trying to edit it, trying to put in a filler at the end, but I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to reshoot it. So here we are, shooting the next one. This one should be better. Got a little practice run, so it should be good. But let's dive into the UFC, man. We just had UFC 330 with Islam Makhachev and Ian Gary. Little past due on that, but we'll run through it real quick. We all know Islam got the win. Ian didn't show up the way he needed to, in my opinion. I don't think he had enough urgency. I think he really needed to get that killer instinct locked and loaded, but he did not, man. He did not come in ready, in my opinion. He has all the skills, the build, the size, the attributes, everything to beat Islam Makhachev, but did not show up in the way he needed to, and Islam got the dub. You ain't beating him unless you show up at your absolute, like, even better than your best. Like, I don't even know if that's possible. You got to show up really fucking good to beat Islam. So we'll see what's next for him. Is it going to be Carlos Prates? Is it going to be, I always forget the dude's name. Marlon, whatever. No, I don't know his name. Fucking, little homo. I can't say that. I'm sorry, I forgot. But there's another fucking welterweight that it'll be good at. Michael Morales, bro. I'm so sorry. That's fucked up. I shouldn't be doing that, man. But we have Michael Morales. Is it going to be Carlos Prates or Michael Morales for Islam? We don't know yet. Is it what's next for Ian Gary, bro? So we got to stay tuned for that, see what the UFC has. Any other fights that really popped off on there? We had a lot of finishes on that. So UFC 330 was pretty good, man. If you watch the card, it was pretty solid. Main event was good. Co-main event, we had Mackenzie Dern versus Jillian Robertson, and Jillian Robertson stole the show even though she lost. Her coach, Dean Thomas, of 7+ years. Someone fact checks me on my other video, so it's 15, but we'll see. I heard 7 from the coach himself, so I think it was 7 years plus. And he just went out and said that was the farthest she was ever going to make it. That was the highest of her career she'll ever reach, and was losing in the championship fight. And it's super negative. He made it about himself, made a retirement about retiring from the corner, and I've never heard of anybody fucking retiring from the corner. So I don't know what he was on, bro. I really don't give a shit, but it's fucked up. You shouldn't be talking about your fighters and your athletes and your people you're teaching, your students. You're teaching these people, and you're supposed to be helping them. You're supposed to give them good corner advice. Look at Leon Edwards when he knocked out Kamaru Usman. Everybody thought he lost. Everybody thought he was done. Like, he didn't. His coach gave him the speech he needed to, got him that mentality that he needed to get him to win, and threw that high kick and knocked out one of the best ever to fucking do it, and got the belt and had a good reign afterwards. So you never know. But Jillian Robinson, you need to get your new coach there, sweetheart, because he ain't it, man. He is not it. Even though he said he retired. So that's good for everybody else. But shit, man, you can't be doing that, bro. And then we had a fight night. That was Anthony Fluffy Hernandez versus Rodriguez RoboCop. That was a banger, dude. RoboCop and Anthony Fluffy were fucking banging, dude. And Fluffy doesn't give up. He was getting leg kicked like crazy. I thought he was going to check one. I don't think he checked one leg kick, but he was eating the fuck out of him and falling down and shit. But like most people, you feel like would have quit or looked for a way out. But he just kept fucking fighting, bro. So it definitely deserved fight of the night. Gregory Rodriguez got the win there. So he's going to take that number 6 spot, bro. And it's a dangerous dude, bro. He's big as flip, son. Big as flip. We had Ranier de Ritter getting the win over Roman Dolidis in the first round KO, bro. That was a pretty fucking scary knockout there. We had some good fights, man. Again, it was all finishes except for 1 or 2 fights, I believe. So, yeah, man, it was pretty good. UFC's been popping off. Nothing too crazy there. And then upcoming, we got another fight night coming up on Friday, August 28th. So that's pretty interesting. I've never seen him do this. Oh, my bad. I'm blind as a bat. I can't read. It's the Dana White Contender Series. It's going to be on Friday. And then on Saturday, you got Umar Nurmagomedov versus Song Yadong. And they'll be fighting in China. It's going to be in the Oriental Sports Center. 6 a.m. Eastern time for that main event. So you better wake up early if you want to watch that, man. But yeah, main event. And then co-main, we got Jan Johan versus Denise Gomez in the strawweight division. We got Kaio Sakura. He's fighting on this card, man. And then we got, who else we got on here? Yeah, we got some Japanese fellas on here. We got a whole bundle of ethnicities, man. Love to see it. A lot of China, a lot of Brazil on this card. We got New Zealand, Austria, Peru. Shout out to the guy in Peru, man. What's up? Yeah, man. So we got that coming up on there. Nothing too crazy. And then the main one I wanted to get into a bit that we have. This one just caught my eye. We got Jan Silva versus Delgado. That got switched. I believe that was going to be a different fight. I think it was going to be Diego. No, it wasn't. But yeah, they got Jan Silva versus Jose Miguel Delgado. And that's going to be a good fight, bro. That's going to be a good fight. Brandon Moreno. Then we got our boy. This is going to be on the Noche card. Third fight down. Tommy Two Guns McMillan. Third fight down, fighting Marwan Rahiki. They're both undefeated. Tommy is 10-0, and Rahiki is 9-0. And I'm very curious to see this matchup, man. I think Tommy Guns is going to do it again. I think he's going to put on another show. He's going to get another bonus, and he's just going to keep riding this wave he's on, and he's going as he just keeps soaring to the top, bro, until he's at the top of the featherweight rankings. And I haven't seen anybody yet that's going to stop him yet. They put him against, so we'll see, man. I'm going to roll with my boy, though. We got Manan Fariat versus Alexa Grasso. Sorry. That should be a pretty good matchup. Number 2, number 3 in the flyweight division there. Got Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Curtis Blades. Banger right there. David Martinez, Dan Ige. Banger. We got Tim Elliott, Edgar Chairez, Ignacio Bahamondes. We got some good fights on here. We got Rong Zhu. I only recognize that guy from China because of a joke John Anik made one time when he was doing that card. He said something about it. They said the last name Rong Zhu is his last name's from China. And then he was like, that's what the police say when they check my ID or when they pull me over. They got the Rong Zhu. Because he's Jewish. It's fucking funny, man. I love jokes about the Jews. They're fucking hilarious. I'm just kidding. Not really. Kind of. Not really. If you don't know me, man, that sucks because you probably just think I'm a fucking idiot, which I can't be, bro. But it is what it is, man. Let's get this thing lit up, man. Light you up one. I feel like I'm rushing through it, but I just want to get through it all and make sure I cover everything because I still got to get into the RAF card a little bit. And then I got to give a shout out to the BKFC. Yeah, man. Take a little smoke break, man. A little smoke break. Slow life down a little bit. Sometimes life just gets a little fast paced. We all get caught up in this fast paced world we live in, and we just fucking rush, man. And sometimes it's good to just stop, slow down, and realize, hey, shit ain't going anywhere. You still got work in the morning. You still got bills to do at the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of this stuff's going anywhere, so you might as well just slow it down. They create all this chaos around us for us to keep just performing in this fucking chaotic world they've created for us. And there's no need. It's not the way the world's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got all this buildings and infrastructure and all these craziness and all this stuff in cities and all this. It's horrible. It's not really what's supposed to be, man. It's supposed to be more chill, more laid out, nature, green, pretty. You know what I'm saying? So just slow down and realize what the world's supposed to be like versus this world they've created for us. Take some time, relax. Take your kid on a walk. Take your dog on a walk. Take yourself on a walk. Get out of the fucking house. I think it's a problem. A lot of us just stay in the house, and then you get in the house, and you're on your phone, then you're on your phone, then you're on the TVs, and you're on the news, and you're catching all the bad shit because they only put bad shit on the news. That when they want you to scare you, it's all a psyop. It's all the same shit. That's what I'm saying. But it's also 2026, so if you haven't caught on to that yet, you're pretty much left behind at this point in my eyes. But back to the UFC. UFC 331. The main event, I think it's going to be banger. And I think it's probably going to be the best card of the year. I'm just going to put that out there, put it on the record. We got Joshua Van versus Alejandro Pantoja 2. Flyweight title fight is going to be Saturday, September 19th at 9 p.m. And they're going to be fighting in Los Angeles. And man, is this going to be a good one. Because we got Joshua Van. He took the belt, defended against Tatsu Taira. defended himself on the ground, did pretty well. But Alejandro Pantoja is a different monster, man. Everybody's like, well, he beat him the first time. He lifted him up and he broke his arm, caused him to break his arm. Yeah, maybe in some people's eyes. But in my eyes, I think Alejandro Pantoja is legit to his name, the Cannibal, and he's going to fucking maul Joshua Van when he gets the chance, because he's just been sitting in it. He's been boiling in it, bro. He broke his arm. He got hurt. He feels like he didn't actually lose the belt, but now he sees this kid running around, toting around with his belt, acting like his balls are in a wheelbarrow down on the ground. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, the guy's ego is so high up. It's just so off-putting to me as a fan. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Some people like that. I personally don't want a champion that's just fucking arrogant about himself, you know, that's like causing all these problems and talking shit on an OG GOAT of the flyweight division like Alejandro Pantoja. That guy don't talk shit. And you can hear all the shit Joshua Van's talking. He's talking, man. But the thing is, Joshua Van is selling the tickets, which is good. He's promoting the fight. Alejandro Pantoja is promoting the fight. He's selling tickets. But they're doing it in two different ways. Joshua Van's looking at it from the money standpoint, the fame, the social media, all the cameras, the slick shit he says. Alejandro Pantoja, the shit he's saying, he means it. He means it for real, bro. And he's serious. He's not putting on a show. He's not putting on an act. He's not putting on shit to make the sell the fight. It's doing that because he's being himself. He's authentically ready to fucking kill that dude, Joshua Van. So I'm so excited for this fight. And I truly would love to see Alejandro Pantoja get his belt back. No hate toward Joshua Van, but I do think he needs to take a ride on the humble train. Co-main event, Arman Tsarukyan versus Mauricio Rufy, number 2 versus number 7. Arman's finally got his fight. He's in the UFC, number 2 contender, lightweight, going against Mauricio Rufy, who's been murking dudes, bro. He's just been touching people and he puts them out, bro. He's throwing spinning wheel kicks and just clipping people in the fucking skull. And he's just got that old school Conor McGregor karate style. You don't know where or what's coming or in what direction and what time. It's crazy. And he's like analyzing you the whole time. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. And I think he could knock out Arman. But the thing is, Arman is so well rounded and he's got such a high fight IQ. I don't think that he's going to let this one slip away. And I don't think he's going to get caught. I think he's going to go to where he's comfortable on the ground and he's going to control it from there. And I think he's going to get out with the win. I do believe this is a 3-round fight. So, got to give that to Arman. Then we got a featherweight, Patricio Pitbull versus Doo-Hoo Choi. And this one's going to be a banger, too. I think it's going to be pretty good, man. I think Patricio's got something to prove here. He's going against an old-school vet, Doo-Hoo Choi. He's been in the game for a minute. We got a lightweight bout. Number 11, Renato Moicano versus Brian Ortega. He's welcoming Brian Ortega to the lightweight division for the first time in his career. So, Renato, he's going to be looking to put some paws on him. But Brian Ortega, man, he's been around a long time. He's been around with the best. He's been through it with the best. He's almost beaten the best. Like in Volkanovski, he almost beat him in that fight there a long time ago in the featherweight. So you got to give him where his credit's due, man. So we'll see what he does. But Renato Moicano he don't like to lose, man. He don't like to lose. We got Alonzo Menafield. We got Gable Stevenson versus Sean Sharaf. Gable Stevenson looks like a fucking RoboCop, and then you got Sean Sharaf, who looks like the Michelin Man. No offense, Sean. You'd fuck me up for sure. But Gable Stevenson, think he's just giving that one there. So I think that's going to be an easy dub. We got Marlon Chito Vera versus Charles Jourdain, man. This is an interesting matchup. I like it a lot. Similar styles, similar tattoos, similar beards. They look like they could be related. If Charles shaved his head, they might look like twins. So interesting matchup there. Chito, he's been around forever. He's the OG. Charles Jourdain, he's been around a while too. He's got some funky style. So we'll see what they bring, man. It's gonna be a good one. And then we got this one that surprised the fuck out of me. They got heavyweight bout Tai Tuivasa versus Robelis de Spain from Cuba. Tai Bam Bam Tuivasa is on a 7-fight losing streak, ladies and gentlemen. 7-fight losing streak. How many fighters do you know in the UFC that have lost 7 fights in a row are still on contract and getting a fight on a numbered card? That's what I want to know. But he's getting a chance to come back and possibly get himself on the winning track. If he loses this one, I've said it already a few times, I don't know how the hell he's still in the contract with the UFC. Is it because of the name, the legacy's left? But I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Robelis de Spain's a big motherfucker and he's powerful. So we'll see, man. You got Bruno Ferreira. He's on the card, man. Okay, we got some good good names on this card, bro. Good card. I like that one. I like that one a lot. And then the last one from the UFC I have that I wanted to go over is the Big Daddy card too. And that one's going to be the UFC 333. Let me find it here. Yeah. Because they haven't announced. They have a 332 for October 3rd, but they haven't announced it yet. So I'm curious to see what they do there. But we got UFC 333, Alexander Volkanovski, the champ, the GOAT, versus Movsar Evloev. And this one's going to take place in United Emirates. Yeah, so it's going to be overseas, another early fight there in the morning. So you better be ready. But this one, we got a good card. So you got the main event, Volk versus Evloev. Then you got a bantamweight title fight. You got Petr Yan versus Merab Dvalishvili 3. Curious to see how that one's going to go now. And then you got Arnold Allen versus Aaron Pico. Banger. Azmat Mirzakhanov versus Dominic Reyes. Is Dominic Reyes making a resurgence back to the top of the rankings? Who knows? And then you got Leonid Kavanagh versus Ramazan Temirov from Uzbekistan. Interesting matchup there. Number 6 and 10. You got Nikita Krylov, Alexander Volkov. You got Grant Dawson. Man, this is a good card. I like this card. I like it. So they got the main card. They haven't gotten the prelim set yet or early prelim. So still can be a better card and still can get some good stuff lined up on there, man. But yeah, UFC's got some good stuff coming up, man. Good matchups. So if you haven't checked any of theirs out, make sure you check it out, man. They got some good stuff lined up. Switching gears real quick. I want to give a quick shout out to my boy Bear the Last Barbarian Hill. He is a heavyweight in the BKFC, and he just got off his most recent KO finish win in the third round against Brady Meister. He went out there. It was at the Sturgis card, BKFC Fight Night, and he went out there and put on a fucking show. I was watching that fight, man. I was very excited for him to fight again because I got to interview him a few months ago, and he was still in the process of waiting for a fight to get scheduled. And he finally got the fight scheduled, stayed in contact with him, watched all his training stuff and everything like that. I got to, pick his brain a little bit and see what, where his mind's at as a professional bare knuckle fighting championship fighter, which is fucking crazy because these guys it's one of the most elite levels that you can get into combat sports. And it's one of the most entertaining below the UFC, in my opinion. I think it's right there, number 2. And I think the numbers wise, it's number 2 as well. But Bear Hill, he went out there and smashed him, bro. He took him through the ringer for the first 2 rounds. And I feel like he could have gotten him out of there, but just the Barbarians, he's a fucking monster, bro. He'll take you through the ringer. He's a hard fucking knuckle dude, bro. Hard grit guy. Fucking busts his ass in his training. He's teaching people all the time in the gym. He's posting content. He's funny as shit. He's got a good attitude about him. He's a good family man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what can you not like about a guy like that? So it's like, I'm going to cheer for him. I'm going to root for him, and I'm going to wish him the best because he took out time in his busy day as a professional athlete to come in on my podcast and do an interview with me. So we'll have to get him back on here, get him to talk about the fight a little bit more in depth so you can get his perspective. If you haven't checked out that episode, make sure you check it out. I'll try to throw in the link in the description, or if I can drop it in the video, I'll do that too. But yeah, check him out. The Last Barbarian, Bear Hill, man. He went out there in the co-main event and took care of business. He's now 3-1. And hopefully he gets a title fight soon, man. That'd be pretty badass because he put on a fucking performance, bro. But to get into the next, let me adjust a little bit. To get into the next thing, we get into the RAF a little bit. It's gonna be the last little segment we'll get into. Hopefully you got something lit up, smoked up, rolled up. Let me see how that I showed up. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, bro. I don't know. Got some tea, though, here. A little half day. New Air iced tea. I'm pretty good right now, bro. I'm pretty good tea right now, man. But shit, man. Hopefully you're doing good. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully you're having a good week. And hopefully you made it this far. If you have, thank you. If you haven't, appreciate you trying. But you know what I'm saying, man? We're just getting everything still rolling. We're still getting our life situated, routine situated, and all that stuff, man. School. I got to do stuff for like education benefits, which is all just stressful fucking calls with the VA and all this stuff and waiting games. So dealing with that. And then we finished with the RAF stuff, obviously. That was a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of cool people and everything like that. A lot of cool stories, a lot of people's backgrounds and everything you get to learn about. So that was really cool. And it's been good, man. It's been good, man. Trying to find a way to navigate around it because I can't say like too much details. But dude, it was a lot of fun, man. They had us all go out there and had to do a bunch of events and competitions, obviously, and all these different things. And it was really cool to see all the different people. You had Colby Covington co-hosting it. I can say that because I heard them say it already. So we had him co-hosting. Got a couple surprise people we got to meet on there, and that was pretty cool, man. It was a very once in a lifetime type of experience, and I'm glad I got to experience it and do the show, man. I know you were making noise and shit. My bad, but it was a lot of fun. It was a good time, and I think the show's going to come out really good. They had like legit people like from the UFC or have done UFC shows and the Ultimate Fighter show, WWE, WFC, whatever it's called. But they had some legit people in there. And it was a lot of fun, man, because I got to see the like behind the scenes of like TV and how that works versus when you watch TV and you see it and you're like, you don't think twice about it. But then when you're in it, you're like, oh, shit. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty weird. That's pretty, it's different shit. So it's cool. It's a great experience. And met some good people while doing it. So shout out to those, to them boys out there scattered around the States. But we're going to start with this RAF 12 card that just happened on Saturday. So shout out to the boys that were wrestling. I know you guys watched it. And we'll be getting into it, man. It started off with Ono versus Ben Davino. Ono took the 4-0 win there and got the win, man. Old Japanese, man, at Penn State, bro. Looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid of some sort. But Ben Davino, man, he went out there. You know what I'm saying? 22 versus 20. There's some young guns. Some young guns. Then we had cruiserweight bout, Tyron Woodley versus Joaquin Buckley. And Tyron Woodley's back on the mat, man. He's making his wrestling return full-time now, it seems like. So shout out to Tyron Woodley. He's got that matchup against Khamzat Chimaev next week. And that one's going to be crazy, bro. So I just watched an interview on that. He looked good back on there, man. So I'm glad to see him back in the singlet. Like to see him winning and everything like that. So he won 14-8. Joaquin Buckley did his thing as well. So shout out to them fellas. Joaquin Buckley's also got a fight coming up. And then we had Johnny DeJulius beating Asu Almabayev 10-0. Tech fall in the first round. That was a pretty quick match, but that's my boy Asu Almabayev, man. If you don't know him from the UFC, he's on his way up as well. So shout out to him. We had David Carr getting the job done against Tajimaraz Salkanazov. Suck on these nuts. Just kidding. That guy would fuck me up probably. But oh yeah. Yeah, he would. But yeah, he got the job done, man. 6-4, kept his belt. Welterweight championship match. We had Jesse Mendez versus Vladimir Kinjingana Goshilovi. Something like that, man. I tried it, man. But yeah, Vladimir choked him out, man. He had him in some type of like fucking guillotine situation, man, and choked out Jesse Mendez, but he squeaked out the win 7-2 and got it done. He's wearing a cross necklace in his picture, and I'm not coming after the necklace, obviously, but it's just an odd choice of fashion to do for your photo shoot. I don't know. And he's got his pecs pushed together. It looks like cleavage, but I'm just being stupid and I'm high. But we got Evan Wick versus Jason Off, the rematch of the 1-year anniversary of the RAF. So Evan Wick actually beat Jason Off in a close match the first time, and then Jason Off went out and beat him 11-1. And he did not fuck around, man. He proved a point, and he let him know what was up. Shot an outside leg single, got him up in the treetop position, still couldn't get it, threw it on the shoulder, still couldn't get it, so he said, fuck it, pushed him out of bounds. But then he fell straight on his back, and Evan gave up the 5 because it was feet to back. So, if he would have bellied out, I think it would have been, was it 4 or 3 points? I don't know. I'm still learning freestyle shit, so we're learning. Someone will, if you know the correct points, throw it in the comments. I appreciate it. Then we had Bo Nickel versus Max McNelly. Max got the win, man. He won 3-2, fought off. Bo was saying he was stalling at the end, but man, he was conserving the win, bro, and he got the win. He squeaked out of there, man. So you got to give it to him. This is a 30-year-old versus 21-year-old, and he got it, man. He got it done. So shout out to Max. Had a girl, Kennedy Blades, taking care of Reese Laura Mendy at an 11-0 tech fall in the second round. She got the job done at the women's catchweight bout there. So we got to give her somebody that's going to give her a run for money because she's tearing folks up. We had Gable Stevenson beating Anthony Kasapi 6-0. Pretty dominant win there. So that was a heavyweight bout. And Gable Stevenson is he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. And then we got co-main event. We had our boy Jordan Burroughs returning from retirement, and he hasn't competed in 2 years. Got back on the mat against Sean Brady from the UFC. He's a top welterweight contender. Brazilian black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, loves grappling, any type of grappling. So he went on, threw on the wrestling shoes, got on the mat. He lost 11-0, but I think that's besides the point, man. You're going against debatably the best, if not one of the best in the world of wrestling. Everybody knows him. And he went out there and tried it. So better than I would have done, that's for sure. So shout out to Sean Brady, man, for taking on the OG. And I'm curious to see who they give Jordan Burroughs next in the RAF. Then we had the main event. It was a lightweight crossover championship match for the belt. It was Merab Dvalishvili versus Henry Cejudo. Merab got the job done in UFC, beat him, took care of business. They got the RAF, they got on the mat. Henry's like, no, man, I'm the wrestler. This is my world. I'm winning. He lost. He had an 8-0 lead. Gave it up, lost 11-8, I believe. And it was in Georgia, so I mean, it was an away game for sure, and that was probably the craziest RAF crowd there's ever been. And he gave up the lead, man, and he lost, but he was on vengeance. He got his rematch, and he got his lick back, plus some. He put a big old stamp on that match, man. He went down on it's like a low single, got on that low single real quick. They got to like a bit of a scramble situation, but I think he obviously got in that scramble situation and knew how to contort Merab's way in the way that it ended up. And he threw Merab to his back and scooped the head and got the fall in the first period, man. It was legit. And he was hyped. It was cool. And then he loved Merab's sportsmanship after because he's just humble about it. He's just, he's not mad that he got stuck or anything like that. He's a enjoy the moment, live in the moment type of guy. And you can see that even in loss. So shout out to Merab for being humble like that, man. And then shout out to Henry for getting his fucking win, man. Shout out to Henry for getting his win. And the wrestling community needed it. He wanted to give it to the wrestling community, so he got it done. And he got it done in a great fashion, man. He stuck him in the first period, and it was definitely good to see that. And it was nice to see that. So that was dope, man. We like RAF. It's a lot of fun. We're excited for the show to come out. That's what we're waiting on. And we got a few other things coming up, man. I'll be bouncing this weekend, going to a wedding. One of my old buddies from the Marines is getting married, so it'd be cool to see him again and see some other folks from the core days. But it'll be pretty cool, man. And then a bunch of good stuff going on, man. I can't complain. Hopefully you're living the same. Little toky, little smoky smoke, dude. I got this little fucking torch thing. This thing rips. Way better than a lighter. But yeah, man. Got through all that. Hopefully recording everything went well, so that'll be good, man. And keep everything going. I'll get some clips thrown up, get the episode edited and thrown up today, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it caught you back up in the combat sports world if you were not caught up yet. So thank you for tuning in. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We just passed over 100, so we're going to keep climbing up, trying to get to that big 500 marker right there so we can start getting monetized, start getting ads and all that stuff, so we can start reaching more people and spreading the word, man, spreading the good message, spreading our love for combat sports, wrestling, all that stuff. It's going to do it for me. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, leave a nice comment if you can, share it to your channel, share it to your page, share it to your story, something like that. But I appreciate you, your value, your love. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.